Hello folks, Everchanger here, and welcome back to more EarthBound Beginnings. Last time, we purged our house of a poltergeist and we obtained a melody, which is pretty awesome. And this time we are going to be going out in search of one more melody, and hopefully we'll be able to get one. First things first, I want to note, I did some grinding in between episodes, so if we bring up my stats right here, I have leveled up to level 4, those are all my new numbers, and I also learned Life Up Alpha and Hypnosis. Life Up Alpha is basically a healing move that you can do, either inside of battle or outside of battle, and I believe what Hypnosis does is it puts the enemy to sleep. If that's not what it does, then I don't know, Pokemon has messed with my brain, let's just call it that. Anyway, now that I am done grinding, I'm going to go over to my sister and I'm going to deposit the basement key with her because I don't need it anymore. So, let us leave the basement key. Yes, I will keep basement key with utmost care. Anything else you want me to keep? Nope, we're good. See you later, and brother, you take care. Alright, with that, we are ready to head out into the wild. Now, get ready for super ultrasonic speed with the diagonal movement. The funny thing with the diagonal movement is basically, it doesn't you don't travel in the same speed diagonally, you travel in the same speed on both axes, which gives you the illusion of moving faster if you move diagonally. Anyway, this woman right here, we want to talk to her. Oh, what can I do? What should I do? Where can I go? Who can I see? What should I do? What should I do? My little Pippi is gone. If you're going to Podunk, please tell the mayor. Oh me, oh my. Interesting indeed. Very, very interesting indeed. Seems there is a girl missing, and her name is Pippi. Anyway, talk to this guy right here. Did a poltergeist visit your house? Tore mine apart. Doesn't sound too good, and we actually managed to make it all the way to Podunk without getting into wild encounters. I'm not sure, but I think staying on the main path on the way to Podunk will actually keep wild encounters to a minimum? Not entirely positive, though. There's someone around here we want to talk to because he has some little interesting bit of information. Is it you? Don't tell me you've been south to the cemetery. Okay, no, it's not you. Anyway, there's an NPC somewhere around here that'll explain that round doors you can go into, and square doors you cannot go into. Not really sure how that makes sense, but if it has a sign on it, you can go in it even if it is square, which is a thing. Anyway, you'll notice that these characters are all moving around faster because I'm holding the B button. It's actually really funny. If I let go of the B button, they'll move slower, but if I hold it, they move faster. So the run button actually doubles the speed of the entire game. Anyway, something worth noting. The animals went mad and out of control. The dead became zombies and began attacking people. What can be done? Those are actually hints to a melody that we'll be able to get later on. Anyway, you'll notice that this character looks kind of like a character from the Peanuts cartoon. Not sure if that's on purpose. They actually changed these sprites a little bit in the American release to make them look a little dissimilar, which is a little amusing. Anyway, I believe this is an important building. Alright, we have to check signs. City Hall, City of Podunk. We're gonna have to head in there later. First off, I want to head into the department store, because first off, right here, we have this thing is labeled CD. I think it is intended to mean cash deposit or something? Please insert your cash card. Oh right, we actually have to go into the goods and use our cash card. What we want to do is we want to withdraw, I think we want to withdraw 80? I'm not sure. I think the item that we can get here we actually can get for free, but just in case I want to withdraw our money. Now, one thing I want to make absolutely clear, if you die, you automatically lose half of the money you are carrying, and man, the controls in this game are pretty clunky, so I do apologize. We want to head all the way up to the top of this building, to the pet department. Look for yourself. All the animals have escaped. Only this Canary chick is left. Want to buy it? No. Okay, kid. It's a free country, you know. Alright, I guess we do have to actually buy it. Only this Canary chick is left. Want to buy it? Yes. Well, how about $85? Oh, I don't have that much. If it's free, do you want it? Then take it. Okay, so we can actually get it for free, which is very nice. We actually want to get this Canary chick. I believe it's required to finish the game. In fact, of course it's required to finish the game, because that's actually what we're doing this episode. A lot of people actually head south to the cemetery first. I just prefer to do this in this order, because it's actually the order in which the melodies operate. Anyway, I want to deposit my money because I don't want to be carrying around 80 bucks when if I do happen to die, which is honestly a distinct possibility, I would lose $40 of it, which would suck. Anyway, you might have noticed in that building there is actually a payphone. You can pay $1 to call home even if you're not at a free phone. And if you're holding $1, I believe when the game tries to calculate what money you lose when you die, you'll actually get to keep the $1. Anyway, this guy. I like this guy. Citizen, I know you would like to help your town. Well, a child is strayed into the cemetery, and I'm up for re-election soon. You must help. Please help me. Okay. Oh, you will go there and save her? Return her to me alive, and surely I'll be a hero. Yeah, I mean, you'll be a hero. Oh, corrupt politicians. Of course, and in the year 2016, perhaps even more fitting, I don't know, please don't talk about that in the comments. Alright, anyway. Instead of heading down to the cemetery, which we're going to be doing next time, I think, I want to head out of town. I believe we need to go this way, correct? No hunting. Approaching the Canary Village Wildlife Refuge. Yes, this is indeed where we want to go. We want to head up this way. And we have a wild encounter with a snake. There are quite a few enemies that you can fight in this area. Snake is one, crow is another. I believe hippies are also around here, which is amusing. Anyway, we just want to be careful against this snake because I believe they can poison you, if I'm not mistaken, which we really want to avoid at all costs. So we're just going to defeat as many enemies as we can right there. Picked up magic herb. Very nice. I believe magic herbs cure status ailments, and of course, Wally drew near. This is not the Wally from Pokemon, this is a farmer who is always named Wally. No matter how many times you encounter this guy, it's always going to be named Wally. Don't ask me why. This game has a really odd and bizarre sense of humor, in case you couldn't tell. It's got the wittiness that EarthBound is known for, just in a bit more of an archaic setting. And can I please hit this guy? There we go, sheesh. Alright, Wally regained all senses until he comes to attack us again for whatever reason. And we got 20 experience for that, very nice. Mainly, the main reason I have the difficulty patch up is just to mitigate grinding, because as you can tell, the fights aren't any easier or harder, you just have to grind less. One thing that's worth noting about the crow right here is it looks like he's holding something, but he's not. In the Japanese version, he was actually holding a cigar and smoking it, which would explain why it was changed in the US version. Can't really have smoking references in a Nintendo game. They had some very strict requirements for that. Anyway, how do we get in here? Let's see. What does this say? Not talking to the sign. Check the sign. City Zoo North. Podunk South. The zoo is something we're going to be having to take care of later, but we're going to have to rescue Pippi first. Anyway, right through here, we actually have the Canary Village. Oh right, we have to talk to these. Alright, can I please talk? Alright. Strong silent type, I understand. I can be a pretty quiet guy when I want to, believe it or not. Anyway, head around here. I believe there is a person around here we can talk to, correct? Yes, this guy. Can we get around all these? I don't know what these are. Are these tombstones? I have no idea what these are supposed to be. Want to talk to this guy. Wow, that canary is the baby of singing Laura. Will you return her baby to her? Yes. Where is Laura? If you have the canary chick, you can speak to one of these canaries whose name is Laura and return her child to her. Not this guy. Now, I know which one it is, and this is really kind of stupid. You see this one silver tombstone thing right here? I don't know if this is supposed to be a tombstone or what. It's just here. If anyone can explain it to me, be my guest. You want to know what the silver color means? It means you can walk through it. Yep. I know it's supposed to be behind it, but the limitations of the graphics make it kind of seem like you're walking through it. Anyway, can I please talk to you? Thank you. I am Laura. Alright, I think we need to go up to... Let me... There we go. Goods, canary, chick, I believe we have to use. Overjoyed with her reunion, Laura began singing. And with that, Ninten remembered the tune. If we go into our state right here, you will notice we now have 2 melodies. That means we're a quarter of the way through the game, right? Well, not quite, but actually closer to that than you'd think. This game is actually pretty short. EarthBound Beginnings, unlike EarthBound, is actually a very short game. I know EarthBound isn't the longest game in the world, but it's a lot longer than this one. I have a feeling this Let's Play will probably be around 15 to 20 parts, assuming I can get through it in a timely manner. Now, I do just want to throw out a quick mention really quick. It is possible, although I'm going to avoid it at all costs, that this Let's Play might have a hiatus in it just because of schoolwork. I don't know exactly what I should be expecting in the future in terms of schoolwork, but I've tried to mitigate it as much as possible by limiting myself to 2 episodes a week and applying this easy hack, but it is entirely possible some unforeseen circumstance might come up and I might have to put a hiatus onto this game. If that does happen, I apologize, but again, I am going to do my utmost to avoid that eventuality as much as I can. Anyway, with that, Wally regained all senses. Very nice, and we advanced to level 5, I believe it is. Fight increased by 3, speed increased by 2, wisdom increased by 3, strength increased by 2, force increased by 3, HP increased by 1, that's cheap. Ah well. Now, I believe these stat gains, when you level up, are pseudo-random, so the level ups might be a little bit different compared to what I've been getting. Anyway, I think I want to run back home and heal really quick, so we're just going to head right on over there since we did take a bit of damage from that one fight with Wally that took forever. And anyway, here we have a stray dog. Now, I want you guys to listen to this music really quickly. Does this sound familiar? Believe it or not, the Sanctuary boss music from EarthBound that is used for the first 6 Sanctuary bosses, I believe, is actually a remix of this song from EarthBound Beginnings, which is really interesting, although the song from EarthBound is a lot more slow and ominous than this one. This one's a lot more in your face, and personally, I like this version of the song better, believe it or not. The music in EarthBound Beginnings is something I really have to praise because it's just really good. For an NES game, I mean. Like, honestly, I feel like this game might have my favorite soundtrack out of all of the EarthBound titles, which is kind of crazy. Anyway, you might recognize this from EarthBound as well. This game has hippies in it, and it has the same song, except in 8-bit. But yeah, it's really amusing how this is a thing that is actually in the game. Oh, Japan. The thing about EarthBound and EarthBound Beginnings is they're really based on an outsider's view of America, which can be a little bit twisted at times. Anyway, heading back over here just to heal up. Oh, you have been wounded. I'll cook prime rib. Eat your dinner and rest for the night. And we can heal up. Oh, very good. Now, it looks like we have about 7 or 8 minutes left in this episode, because I like to have my episodes around 20 minutes long, so we're just going to head back down into town, and maybe get a head start on finding Pippi. I don't know if we'll actually get to her today, but I'd like to at least get towards that direction. Stray dog drew near. Alright, let's just battle this stray dog right here. And honestly, you're going to want to fight pretty much anything that jumps out at you in this game, just because leveling up is huge in this game. Like, being in a higher level can make a huge difference. It's not like Pokemon where leveling up like once or twice doesn't really make that big of a difference. In this game, it's a pretty major difference, so I just want to point out that is a thing that you should be concerned with. Anyway, right down here, is it you? Be honest, you're a zombie, aren't you? No, I'm not. Are you really a human? Yes. It's amazing you came here. Alright, that's not the guy I wanted to talk to, but anyway, right down here, on the way out of town to the south? This way, I think. This guy, we want to talk to this guy. Haha, you shall become a zombie! And here we have a pseudo-zombie. Not sure what's up with that name, but anyway, we want to fight this guy, just for the extra experience. Anyway, you'll notice it said, pseudo-zombie suffered number of damage. That is actually one very, very minor change that the people that made the EarthBound 0 prototype hack to release, that's one very minor change they made to this game. In the original version, it said that you suffered damage of number instead of suffering number damage. And also, this fight is not going well at all. Like, wow. I should probably grind up my levels a little bit more. In my practice run, this went a lot smoother. As you can see, the number of HP I have down there is flashing because I am actually pretty close to being dead. Anyway, we advanced to the next level. Very nice. Fight increased by 3. Speed increased by 3. Wisdom 3. Strength 2. Force 3. PP 1. Not even an HP increase? Wow, okay. Yeah, we're definitely not ready to go and rescue Pippi yet, so I think what I'm going to do instead is I think I want to head back to... Oh, one thing worth noting. Right here, this is a hospital. They can actually heal you, but I believe they charge you money, correct? Who are you here to visit? Ninten? Sorry, no patient here by that name. Okay, I guess this is just here for revival purposes, although I think if you come in here, this guy will heal you? I think. My knowledge on this game is a bit rusty, and I'll be honest, I've never actually completed it before. Well, I'll treat each of you for 25 each. Okay, so you can actually get treatment here, full healing, if you pay them. But honestly, since we're so close to our home right here, I feel like it's just not even worth doing that. Just head home and heal up that way. Over here, I believe we have a food mart, correct? Can I help you? Please use this menu. Okay, you can actually buy food items here. I believe all of these will recover HP, although which HP amounts, I don't know, although I believe they increase with being more expensive. Anyway, did we learn a PSI? No, we did not. I could have sworn we learned a PSI at some point during this episode, but I guess we didn't. I guess all of the PSI we learned was actually off-screen, which is okay, which is fine. Alright, we're gonna head back up home really quick. As you probably could tell, this is a very informal Let's Play. I'm not a master at this game by any metric whatsoever of the imagination, so we're basically going to be going through this, and you're going to be seeing my first time completing this game, assuming I can actually get through it, because the furthest I've ever gotten in this game is not much further than where we are right now, I got to admit. And I will be honest, this Let's Play is kind of in place to prepare for a Let's Play of EarthBound for Super Nintendo at some point in the future, because a lot of Let's Players will Let's Play EarthBound first, but I feel like Let's Playing this first lets people appreciate the advancements that the original EarthBound made a little bit more. Anyway, I just want to fight a few more enemies right here. Well, maybe we'll head down more towards the town here, see if we can actually make it down there. Not sure if we can or not, but basically our goal is to rescue Pippi, which we're probably not going to be doing until the next episode, just because there's only about 3 minutes left if we hold ourselves to the 20-minute time limit I've sort of established for myself. Anyway, heading right down here, does that zombie actually respawn? No, he does not. Anyway, right down here, we're going to be encountering more zombies and ghosts and things like that as we get down here, because down this way is actually the cemetery, which we're going to have to keep an eye on because we might have a little bit of trouble down here, because the enemies down here are actually quite strong. In my practice file, I actually had an incredibly lucky run of the cemetery. I managed to complete the entire cemetery at level 7, which I don't think we're going to have happen here. Healer's House West beyond Bridge. Cemetery, abandon all hope ye who enter. Oh boy. But yes, when I say practice file, I basically got to the end of the cemetery and then stopped just to make sure that everything was working correctly and that the leveling up was to my satisfaction, which honestly, it really is. Your mother is calling for you, and Ninten believed it. Ninten's fight decreased by 19. Yeah, this game's got some humor. Alright, we defeated a hippie. Because of course we did. And we learned a new PSI power through battle. It's worth noting you don't learn PSI powers upon level up. You can just randomly earn them at certain levels of experience. I'm not sure what levels those are, but again, you can look those up pretty easily. We learned Healing Alpha. That allows you to heal status effects. Not all of them, though. Only a few of them. Anyway, right down here, Mr. Bat drew near. Yep. As you can see, we're in a bit of a Halloween spirit right here because there are lots of very stereotypical enemies of the Halloween variety down here. There are bats, ghosts, rats, zombies, various things like that that you might have to watch out for. Anyway, right down this way, I believe, is the cemetery. Now, unfortunately, we are a little bit short on time, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to head back to Podunk and show using the payphone to save, because I really, really do need to save. Alright, so we're just going to battle through a couple more bats right here, and we should be okay. Wow, we actually took them out in one hit. That's impressive. And we have exactly 300 experience. Hey, even though the encounter rate has been halved, roughly, in this hack that I'm using, sometimes you can still have crap like that happen. It's just an occupational hazard of playing Mother 1, or EarthBound 0, or EarthBound Beginnings, or EarthBound with a space in the middle. I don't know, there's like a zillion different names for this game at this point. I just prefer EarthBound Beginnings because that's the name that Nintendo has given it. Alright, anyway, we head all the way up here, and we want to head to the supermarket. Where's the supermarket? Or department store, or whatever it is. Not there, I believe it's up this way? Yes. Alright, so what we can do is we can head up here, and we can use our cash card to withdraw. Wow, we have a lot of money. Not 1,000, 1. There we go. And then we can head on over here, and spend our $1, grab the telephone. This is your dad. I've transferred $438 into your account. After the amount you've spent, the balance is $541. Spend your money wisely. Well, the next level requires 3 for Nintendo. Wow, we're actually really close to a level up. I might level up some more off-screen in between episodes just so we can keep this series flowing. By the way, do you want to save? Yes. Okay, but I was thinking of going to sleep now. I've saved your progress so far. Good night. And we shall rest. See you later. Remember, push in and hold reset while turning the power off, okay? Slam. Alrighty, so with that, I think we are going to end things off here. So, this past episode of EarthBound Beginnings, we obtained a chick from this department store, and by chick I mean bird, and we took it to the Canary village, back to its mother, who proceeded to give us the second piece of the melody. And next time on EarthBound Beginnings, we are going to be rescuing Pippi and possibly getting another melody. It depends on how far we get, depends on how easy of a time I have. So without further ado, thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time.